I didn't want to do um, no video right now because it's dark. You can barely see me. I know I'm dark. You see my teeth though, uh, shining so brightly. You can see them teeth. Um, which I gotta get work done. But what I wanted to kind of put out there, um, I'm going to talk more about fiat currency and the dangers of printing money and why we're in this situation that we're in right now. But I also want to talk about how you're on your own. You're truly on your own. Um, for example, I live in my van. I've been living in my van since 2000 and November 2019. Left California, traveled across the United States trying to find, better living. So I ended up in Colorado. This is before COVID, and a lot of things changed, and not for the better. I was actually in a car at first, and then I saved up once nobody didn't want to rent out a room, and I end up living in a van. And I don't know if you can see. It's so freaking dark, man. Kind of see what I have going on here. A little bed. It's a little my stuff a little messy right there, but um, during the daytime I can make a better video. But um, my van's broke down right now. I just have to get a alternator. Um, and I can't do my little hustles and all that, so I'm just basically surviving off whatever money that I made from my job and everything. And I work full time. I'm actually parked at work, been parked at work for like a couple weeks now. And I work at a I work at a self car shop, self car wash, self car wash. And I have several ones that I have to clean and do the maintenance and look after. One of them I've been stuck at for the last almost couple weeks, and I walk. I'm in Colorado, so it's real cold. The other one I have three that I do the maintenance on. The other one's in another city. I can't get to it, but the other one is 20 minutes, about 25-minute walk. For a drive, it's about 8 minutes, 10 minutes. But for walking, it's about 25 minutes. And I walk. Yeah, I walk there, walk back. Good thing there's some stores up there, and or over there, whatever. That way I can get all my little, things that I need and march on back. But my boss know this. Um, you think they care? No. America is built on not caring. Get things done by your bootstraps. What if you don't have any bootstraps? You don't even have any shoes. They don't care about any of that. Um, all you can see is his teeth talking. That's crazy. Am I that black? Am I naked right now? I got on a black shirt. Am I naked right now? I got on a black shirt, black sweater. Um, yeah. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. I communicate with them, hey, how come this is not clean right here? Well, I couldn't march up there with the broom and the shovel and all that equipment, so, usually I put those stuff in my van. I live in my van. So sometimes there's mud and, that the shovel and all this. I have a little plastic bag that I put in it. Anyways, um, these businesses love desperate people. America is a very cutthroat society. And if you're not cutthroat yourself, which means you're not willing to step on someone else who is desperate to create a business, then um, you're gonna be at the bottom. Now, a lot of people might say, "No, my business is honest. I have an honest business here." No, but the whole system, the dollar itself, is debt. There's a difference between money and currency. I'm gonna make a video about that and show what the difference is. But printed money is evil. It's usury. It's not backed up by anything. It creates poverty, usury, and slavery on a massive scale. Um, and that's what the American system is built off of. It's stepping on others. So even though you have your own business, the overhead costs so much that you have to underpay um, your people, or your 2 and 3 employees, or whatever, starting a business or having a huge business like Walmart or Amazon. You end up underpaying. This is why God says pay a person by the sweat of their brow. Not only that they show up on time, they work hard, and they're honest. All these things is what he means by when he says pay them by the sweat of their labor, who they are, how hard they work for you. Are they on time? No, Uncle Sam says minimum wage. Now that's evil, because one person is working hard and the other person is kind of, and y'all get paid the same. That's evil. And when I do give you a raise, it'll be 6 months down the line, another year and a half, and the raise never adds up to what the economy is going through. So they don't look at the economy and say, hey, this person's been working hard. Let's add, they're getting paid, I don't know, you know, whatever, $15 an hour. Let's give them another $6. They don't say that. He's getting paid. He's been with us 2, 3 years, working real hard. Um, he's making $20 an hour. Let's give him another $7. No way. They would never. And then the more money they start to make, they can pay for overhead 10 times fold. They start to get into this, well, how can we save money? How is the least money that I can put out, but I can gain in a lot more? So this is where minimum wage really works, because you get to underpay a whole bunch of people who work hard for you, and you can underpay them. You don't have to pay. You don't have to. Even if you raise the prices, whatever, don't mean they're gonna get a lift up. So the whole system is built off of desperate people. People like in my situation. And this whole idea that, oh, all of you guys are on drugs, that's why you're out there homeless and all that, that is not so at all. That is just, no, it is stupid. Anytime you create a system, a monetary system, like the one that we have, that is built on printing fiat currency, this is what you get. You get a bunch of evil. Um, I wonder if that light in the back, that light gonna distract y'all in the back. I hope not. This video ain't gonna be too long, but yeah, that's what this is. That's what's going on. Yeah, nobody, no, YouTube. Only how you gonna make it, you become a sports slave, no different than a hooker. So UFC, a boxer, something like that. That's the fastest way. The fastest way is becoming a sports hooker. Um, and hoping that you have a good pimp that's going to pay you, well, do some backyard fights, make some money. That's one way. NBA and all that stuff takes years. Fighting, YouTube, social media, before they put a clamp down on that. before they start having AI entertain you or give you what they want you to see and hear and listen to and watch. So we have a limited time on that. Um, you could work on Wall Street, but that's how we got into this in the first place. If you're willing to sell your soul and sell uh, um, um, fraudulent loans and all these things, then yeah, then you go ahead and do that, and you could be making some pretty good money if you're good. Depending on how good you are at selling your soul, how much you want to push. You could, if you're a woman, you could do sex work. This is where we at today. You have to do evil things. The United States has kind of always been like that. You have to do evil things in order to make big lump sums of money. In order to be able to make 10, 15,000 a month, 20,000 a month. Um, or you can be doing this and working for somebody, having multiple streams of income. But when we talk about multiple streams of income, are we talking about you physically stretching your body thin, working some construction job, and then you're over here doing how long? How long you're going to be able to do that? There's only few people out there who can do that. If you're homeless, you don't have no roof over your head. That's your first priority. Being able to get a shower, some food, a roof over the head. That way you're not back out there on the street holding up a sign asking, for money. It was like, where do you start? If I lose this van, that's it. I'm out there on the street. So, and United States don't care about men at all. So, and that's why you got a lot of these desperate men shooting people and doing all types of things. And they be like, man, that was a good guy. He had he talked well and everything. What happened? Well, I mean, he's desperate. He's not allowed to express that because everybody's going to say, oh, shut up, you're a loser. You're a loser. You're a man. You need to buy your bootstraps and strap them on up. And he ain't got no damn boots and trying to have a smile on his face and trying to keep everything together. If not, everyone's going to call him crazy. So this is the United States got a lot of evil. There's nothing great about this place, how a lot of people like to put it. It's a great place. Yeah, I need to get rid of that light. This is I got this little halo. Um the United States is, the greatest place in the world. And that's not true. That's a lie. The whole system is built on usury and desperation and taking from others. So maybe I should return that light. I don't know. I just had to do this video real quick. Because yeah, man, you know, um people don't care. They're not gonna come and help you. So you are pretty much on your phone, on your own. I was thinking, as I was saying, I was thinking about how cheap my phone is right now. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, I gotta, hey, man, YouTube. I think that's what I think a lot of us, it's gonna be YouTube. You're gonna see a whole lot of new people um trying to be these YouTube entertainers because that's all you pretty much have left to get you out of these crazy holes, to get these big lump sums of money. These jobs that's not enough. They're not keeping up with inflation, and they love desperate people. They want you to work 45 hours a week. They don't care. I check this out. My first job in Colorado was Travel Center of America. I got the job real fast. The minute the guy the boss found out that I was living in my car. Now this is Travel Center of America. This is a truck stop. There's a lot of cars out there. People traveling, sleeping in their car. You know what he told me? He found out sleeping in my car because he needed an address. Um, you're not gonna be sleeping here, are you? You're gonna be parked in this parking lot, sleeping here, right? And it was snowing. This was 2020. This was like January 2020, and yeah, he said that. And I ended up still working for them for like 3 months until it got super hard because I had to drive everywhere to find parking. But I still got to work these 40 hours and not getting good sleep in a little 1999. Was it a 99? Well, somewhere 98 or something. Toyota Sienna. Toyota no. Toyota a Tercel. Little little 4-door, not getting good sleep, having to drive around to different places just to find parking. And I gotta come closer. And yeah, he's telling me, "Oh, I hope you're not planning on parking here." But I gotta show up to work. But he knows I live in a car. This is how a lot of the CEOs and bosses of the United States. This is how they are. Show up. We don't care what you. That makes no logical sense. If you want this human body to show up and do the work for you, don't you think it want good food, proper rest? So wouldn't you be concerned with what's going on outside of the minute Henry Ford found out that his own workers couldn't afford the cars that they was making that they need themselves to make their lives easier, he upped their pay. Of course. Now you don't have any excuse. I need you to show up to work. I've upped your pay. Okay. Um, what? You know what I mean? You got a car, you got a house. Well, you good. So, you know what I mean? Then they can say that. But when you're in a desperate situation and they still over you like, hey, we don't care, show up. We don't care if you are half a zombie. They ain't really even got that much sleep. Show up and we expect you to work hard. Push hard. This whole system is evil. The whole thing is evil. And they feel like they're doing you a favor because they're providing you a job. Bro, without the humans out here, you don't have no business. Well, that's why hopefully y'all work long enough with your desperation and we can replace y'all with migrants and machines. That's bad. That's evil. That's evil. So a lot of you don't have a choice. YouTube, you know, fight. Um, I would be. I would definitely be. I know everybody says that, right? Do MMA and all this. I would definitely be fighting. But I have a problem. I can't even put my mouthpiece in without my jaw swelling up because I have to get dental. But dental is so expensive. My job don't provide dental health care and all that. What? Man, please. Any of the jobs I've ever worked at, we don't make enough. You don't make enough for all of that. So you don't go. You got to try to take the teeth out. I'm missing teeth for sure. Yeah. And so I got to get that done. And just the other day, I was up for 2 days in pain. I took my last little $100 and went and thank God, in Colorado they have uh, affordable dental. So thank God that was I'm making payments just for her taking out a tooth that was left in there. And that cost me $300. Yeah, so I owe her 100. Um, yeah, so I paid 200 that day, and yeah, had to borrow money from a friend in California just to try to keep up. So, got to pay them back. So it's yeah, this is where we're at. But I just wanted to kind of make that rant and let you know that You're truly on your own. You're truly on your own. And I don't have family to back me up like that. Parents are too pissed off at each other because I look like both of them. And so they angry. I can't get along with them how I want to. And that's a whole rabbit hole. That's a another rabbit hole with parents being angry with each other. And for years, it's been 20 years. My parents been divorced um, for about 25, 26 years, and they still are just angry with each other, pissed. So I look like one, so I don't get along with that side. I look like this, so I don't get along with that, and 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 I mean get along, not me being rebellious. I mean because they want to treat me a certain way because I look like, taking out the anger that they have for their spouse out on, because you look like, it's like, bro, I'm out here surviving, a 41-year-old man out here surviving. So, I don't have time. I don't have time. You don't have time in the United States. Everything is about making money, or else you're going to end up in this position I am in, or worse. So, yeah, yeah, you know, it is what it is, right?